Okay, I'm going to be working on houses again, and I've been working on these trees, and I have to remember exactly what direction I need to be going in. As you can see, this is going to be a large forest area. Ah, here I am. The recent subdivision I just worked on is right here. And the last houses I worked on were these 4 right here. They're in the last stream I did. So I'm going to be working on the 4 houses right around here. 2 of the driveways of these houses are right here. A moment, I'll post the map into the stream. And I'll also have the map on the YouTube video as well, if you look down at the description. Okay, this first house is a single-story house. It's a brick house with a dark blue tiled roof. It's made up of 4 rooms. There's 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, and there's a kitchen and a living room. The kitchen being partially blocked off from the living room by a small wall. And interesting enough, in this house, the kitchen, or kitchenette, really, is the first thing you see when you enter the house, just at the front door. It's like a shotgun house. There's a door at the front and a door at the back, and they're both lined up with each other. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, maybe 22. I might need to be altered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We'll put it there. This one's fairly close to the road. So assuming the house starts here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Is it too close? So how much do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. maybe 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do 12 just in case. And I'll use the extra 2 as a walkway transition between the driveway and the house. Okay, there's a door about here. It's being a door at the front of the house. And a window right next to it. Maybe. No, that's still. Yeah. 11, 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now I'm going to move that over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 2, there's a window here. 1, 2, and that should balance everything out. Need to move the door up here. Okay, that fits. Door in the front and door in the back. Both lined up with each other. Maybe here. And this might represent the this is the door to the one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the door to the bathroom is here. And there's a small wall here that separates the kitchen from the living room. Which means the kitchen is mostly in this nook right here. It's a strange place to put a kitchen at the front of the house like this, but it seems to work fairly well, I guess. Yeah, the back door is here. I need to replace the dirt. Okay. There's a window right next to it. 2, 3, 4. Okay. The larger bedroom is right here, roughly. And the smaller bedroom here. One, 2. I'm gonna need to put that over here where I put the wall, but there's a window to the first bedroom, bedroom 1 over there. 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roughly here. 1, 2, 3, 4. For a small house, it does have quite a few windows. Most of the windows are sorted on this side, in the main living room, as I should say. It should be here. Okay, there's 4 windows for the living room and the kitchen combination room. One near the front door, leading into the kitchen itself. There's one right here in this pseudo hallway, but dining room right here. There's one that looks into the living room from this side, and there's one by the back door. Each bedroom has a window in it, looking in separate directions, and the bathroom doesn't have a window. I'll use birch for the living room. And I'll use this white terracotta. They've made some slight changes. It's instead of clay, it's now terracotta. use this pink wool for this first bedroom. The walls of this bedroom are a pink wallpaper, so I'm going to place that onto the floor since I can't really mimic wallpapers just yet. Although I should see what changes they have made to Minecraft. Glazed terracotta, and it looks like some interesting designs. And I'm using the city texture pack. And I could get some fancy floors with this now. Some of them more than others. This doesn't look particularly so good. Some of these might be useful as individual blocks to accent or as tiles. Might need a bit more work for those before I start using them more. Okay, some meter boxes. Colored boxes. See what they are, how large they are. This is not so bad. They're an item, but they could be used for other purposes too. Okay, back to building. I actually need to do the front part. I'm going to use white terracotta for the kitchen, since the kitchen would basically act almost like a mudroom as well, in a strange way. And this will also help to break up the larger room. adding in exterior doors using the oak since it has a nice glass panel, and interior doors more solid since they're intended to be more private for whatever's in them, bedrooms, bathrooms. 3 interior doors, one to each bedroom, one to the bathroom, 2 exterior doors, one back, one front. Already handled the windows. Okay. Time to put in the ceiling for the first floor and the roof. I don't have a dark blue tile, but this purple should work. There's also a transition, so I don't need to worry as much about that. And this is what I mean by transition. If there had been a brick on the front, on the bottom part here and the top part here, which lines up with the roof, basically part of the roof, this would act as a transition, but it switches from, in Project Zomboid, it switches to a white siding. I think I might have put it on the wrong side. No, it's on the right side. This side is all flat. One way to do this one without making it just a completely flat roof is to add in molding like this. Or ceiling in this case. From the inside it will look like this. So this bedroom will have molding and a ceiling. So while it does look like a little bit lower than some of the other places, particularly here, it just takes advantage of that. Problem is here. It doesn't look like it's going to let me do this part so easy. There we go. It's even a matter of coaxing it. Well, I could do the alternative in here. The alternative would make it look like this. Which doesn't look that bad either. But this does differentiate the room. And this is to allow a flat roof right here. Just like in Project Zomboid. Sorry. Sometimes the roofs can be a bit awkward, such as when they're split apart like this. This one fortunately turned out to be not so bad. Okay, so the first of the 4 houses is down. Next house is a little ways to the left of this house. It too is a 1-story house. It has a white siding roof. And it has an even simpler design. It's made up of 3 rooms, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and an open area for a kitchen and a living room, but no dividing places. Out here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that represents the living room and the kitchen. 1, 2. There's a window in the bedroom roughly about here. 2. And the window in the bathroom roughly there. One, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this separates the bathroom and the bedroom with a window here looking at the bedroom. There's a window here and a front door right here. No back door. 2 interior doors. Okay, I'll use birch for the living room and kitchen area. And I'll keep the design of this room pretty much as is. It's very open. White terracotta for the bathroom. And light. Oh, that's interesting. There's 2 of them. Concrete powder. It could prove useful. I use light blue wool for the bedroom. 2 interior doors. Window to bathroom, window to bedroom. 2 windows in the living room and kitchen. And 1 exterior door. This one has a dark brown tiled roof, so I'm going to use nether brick. It doesn't have the tiled look, but it is closer to the look of the roof. Maybe a little bit more red than brown, but it's a closer match. It's more reddish, I should say. Or has more red in it. And from the last build I was working on, what I've put down with the spruce is what amounts to a separator. Separates the 2 floors. I've done will create a space, flex space in the attic that could be used as an attic between the roof and the ceiling. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is to try to keep the pattern pretty much as close to Project Zomboid map as I can. There are places where there's sand, and I'm trying to replicate that here as best I can. Some of the things are harder to do, like this multiple tints of grass, but some things like this are much easier. Unlike many of the other driveways, this one is a little bit different. So I'm going to do the transition from the road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 maybe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Should be okay. This one has a sand, what looks like sand. Quite a few like this. More and more. This house and the house over here are like it, and there's 2 houses across the road from it that have the same type of setup as well. still do a walkway to separate the two. And to a degree. That's what it should have been. There's a bathroom on the other side of this wall. 1, 2. Oh, excuse me. And there's a kitchen on the other side of this wall. Part of the driveway goes up to this area right here where the front door is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This will represent the hallway leading into the kitchen and living room. It's an open design, but there is a wall that separates the living room from the kitchen. 2 small walls to be exact. Okay, so 1, 2. There's a window from the bathroom looking out into the driveway. 1, 2. With a door roughly here into a short hallway. There's a bedroom here. Count it from this side then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. No, I'll do 8. Okay. 1, 2. There's a window here into the bedroom. And the door to the bedroom is right here, leading into that small hallway it shares with the bathroom. Okay, part of the kitchen wall corresponds with this door to the bedroom. 1, 2. And there's another small wall here. It's all one room, but it helps separate the room into smaller pieces. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here for the windows. 2 of them in looking into the living room here. And there's also a window looking in from the living room, roughly about here. And there's another one looking into the kitchen, roughly about right here. Okay, now to make sure I've got all the windows and such in. 1 window looking into the kitchen, 3 windows looking into the living room, 1 window in the bedroom, 1 window in the bathroom looking out to the driveway, and 1 window in the kitchen looking out towards the front door. 1 exterior door. The interior doors will have to wait for 1 moment while I put in the floor. I use white terracotta for the kitchen. No, for the bathroom. The kitchen is a little bit different. I'm going to use white wool for the kitchen since it looks like a white tile. birch for the living room. There's a red wallpaper in the bedroom, but this one might be a little bit too red. But I'll see what I look. No, it's too red with the brick. I had to get used to the light, the wool being pushed down a little bit further, and not mistake it with concrete. Door to the bedroom, door to the bathroom, no doors in the kitchen, door in the hallway closet. No need for a transition one. It transitions to a white siding. Although, I might give some character to it to extend it as it is in the. There's a white siding line that goes right up the house on certain corners. Okay, so it has a blue tile. This is the closest I have to. It's tile, but it's not really blue. It's a series of blocks called purple. So it's a lot closer to purple. ceiling is almost in, and I'm having to take a slightly different way of making it this time, since the roof, this type of house has been used before in Project Zomboid, and I built something similar to it, but the roof or the layout is slightly different. One way of keeping it fresh, I believe, or to design fresh as possible, I suppose. And this will, like many of the other houses that you translate to Minecraft, create a flex space. Most of the flex space will be in this area right here that can be used as a attic. Something that's not in Project Zomboid, but can be added. Was not in these houses. And this is the flex space that's created. This can be used for storage and many other things. This house also has a tool shed out back, close to the road. Now to do the last part. That's this part right here. I'll carry it out to right here, and this will help separate the room out into two parts, creating smaller sections of a larger room. Or a smaller section, I should say. Splits into two. Okay, so that takes care of this house. There's one more house for this stream, and before I work on that house, I'll put in the tool house. There's a window right here. And the door to the shed is, well, it's practically a house, I suppose, is here. One, two, three, four. It's a fairly large building. And I'll line it with, I actually have concrete now. So I'm going to place gray concrete. Okay, so that takes care of the tool shed for this house. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 maybe. 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, excuse me. Okay, this house is a brick house as well. And it's split into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. Living room and the kitchen, like many of these open design houses, share the same room. There's no divider between the two. There's one bathroom, 2 bedrooms, one fairly larger than the other, and a hall closet. Might be too close. 1, 2. There's a window into the bathroom right here. 4. And the door to the bathroom roughly here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So window to the kitchen roughly here. 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. Door to the closet roughly here. Let's expand this out and make the closet just a little bit larger. 1, 2, there's a door there and a window next to it. 3, 4. Window here to the bedroom 2. And there's a window in the master bedroom that roughly lines up with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this wall separates some. There's a short indent right here, and there's a door to the bedroom right there. And bedroom, doors to the master bedroom, I'll show you there. It's slightly altered here. Maybe this should only be 1 instead of 2. And the alterations and distortions are mostly from the walls in Minecraft being a meter thick. I use light blue for the master bedroom, and I'll use pink for the second bedroom. These are things that can easily be changed once this is made into a file that can be downloaded to a flash drive and installed on anyone's PS4. But you can't really pull off the actual wallpaper or translate that to a floor either, since it's not black, it's like a very pale grayish blue. So it's not really anything that fits that properly that can be easily used. I did make one mistake. This is supposed to be white terracotta for the bathroom. And since they've changed it from clay to terracotta now. Okay, let's put in the doors and windows. Interior door to the bathroom. Window to the bathroom. Window looks into the kitchen. Interior door to the closet. Exterior door, front door. Interior door to bedroom 1 and interior to bedroom 2. Window to bedroom 1. Window bed to bedroom 2. And window by the front door. Okay, all the frames are in. Now to work on the roof and the ceiling for the first floor. Fairly simple design, so I won't have to do too much different. The roof of this house is fairly straightforward. Okay, so that takes care of the second house. Last thing to do is to place a covered garage right here, or covered area right here. Might have gone a little bit too far. Six, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's enough. And this will form the covered garage area. For the carport. I think it's another term for it. I still don't have a slab that's metal, so I'm just going to make it an oak covering. Okay, now to put in the trees and a couple other things. So what has it changed? Oh yeah, there's new nuggets now and a few new things. Certain areas don't have higher grass, so when I make a mistake like that, I try to clean it up as best I can. Some of them do, but there's not that much. They're very sparse around. Okay, so that takes care of these 4 houses for this stream. And I'll do a short flyover of what I've worked on for this stream. Of course I could do this, yeah, I should do this area too. There's no house over here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can get it properly where it is. Might already have this in. Start over here. Okay, it's all in. Just need to put in the trees. So just one more further moment while I put in these patches of trees. I'm using birch to create contrast. Excuse me, since the trunks of the trees really stand out when they're next to each other. And to fill in the area, I'm using oak. Oak is the easiest one to generate. Spruce tends to be a bit harder, even though the differences in the spruce trees is usually just vertical. Although, as you can see, the branches do spread out a bit. It has a harder time actually generating into certain areas, especially if other trees have already generated in, or were generated. It tends to be a bit finicky, and whenever you make spruce farms, you have to allow for a bit more space than you normally would have to worry about with oak farms. Oak farms, you could put them side by side like this, and they'll still grow, no problem. They might start growing into each other and make other alterations to what is generated, but it still works. Oaks, if you put them too close to another tree that's already generated, there's a chance that it won't generate. Birch has the same problem as spruce, but many of the birch trees tend to be a bit smaller in stature, so they end up fitting in areas much easier, so have an easier time generating despite having the same problems. With both of those trees, it's usually vertical with the leaves going out. Oak trees have a wide variety of trees that can generate from an oak sapling. Some of them are smaller, such as this right here, and then you also get some huge trees. And depending on what kind of trees come out of these oak trees, I'll be able to show you what type of large trees you can get. If one doesn't appear, then I'll just fly over to an oak tree. There's one off in the distance. Okay, this lot here has a lot of high grass and quite a few trees. And there's also a fence that I hadn't put in just yet. Okay, that fence is easy enough to do. One, two. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's mostly to create this effect at the top of the fence. Sorry about my coughing. Okay, so this is the... Okay, there was 2 that generated over here. This is what I mean by the larger trees that generate from an oak tree. Within this are side branches that you don't get from the spruce trees or the birch trees. And this is also one of the reasons why this is more adaptable. And a more adaptable tree, there's a much wider variety of trees that can generate. And it can make for a pretty nice area. Okay, so that covers this stream. And I'll do that flyover that I was going to tell you. Maybe I should put in a little bit more. Sorry. Sometimes you see things and you think maybe you should add in just a little bit more. Okay, that better reflects what's there. Okay, I'll do that flyover now. This is an open area right here. And the first house I worked on was this house right here. All the 4 of these houses are 1-story houses. And the second one being the neighbor's house right here. First the brick house, second is house with white siding that I used oak for. Next house is another brick house on the back side and out into this main road over here. This was unique in that the driveway and 4 of the driveways in the houses around here are dirt or well sand instead of concrete or what looks like concrete at least. And this house had a tool shed in the back right here. And the final house being right here. With a carport right here. Covered carport. Okay. For the next houses, I'm going to be going back in this direction again. There are 4 houses, one behind this clinic right here. And they're all 1-story homes. And 3 houses in this area right here. So I'll be working on these 4 houses during the next stream. And along the way, I'm going to be working on a whole series of houses. There's a small subdivision right here, all 1-story houses. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 houses. And there's a side street I need to put in right here. I haven't put it in yet. But there are 11 houses between this road right here and this road right over here that I'm going to. all along one road, one side street. But that won't be in the next stream, that'll be the stream after that. And then I'll continue making my way across this town right here, just moving back and forth as I just put the houses in. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this stream, and that is it for now.